again. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, and tell your family to log in now because we welcome you back tonight to an online match of Comedy Sports Cincinnati. Yes, we are so excited to have you here at tonight's match. Now, please welcome to the screen tonight's referee. He knows what you did last summer because Facebook. It's Phineas Hammerhead Clark.
Hello, loyal fans. I'm just kidding. Can you imagine if I talked like that? That'd be the worst. Hello, loyal fans, and welcome to your home for virtual comedy, Comedy Sports. Whether you are joining us for the first time or you're a veteran of our live matches, you are now our loyal fans. Perhaps people already thought of you as a loyal person. How nice for you. However, if this is your first time having the virtue of loyalty attributed to you, enjoy it. It doesn't wear off as long as you keep coming back to our matches. Now, we are very excited to having you at our match and bringing you the same amazing comedy sports match that you know and love, but this time from our living rooms. Now, just as in any sporting event, there are teams, there is a ref, there are points, and there are fouls. Now, since we are virtual, we are adding a third foul to our usual two. The first foul is the brown bag foul. The brown bag foul occurs when anyone on the field or in the chat says anything lewd, crude, sexist, racist, phobic, or too soon. And if a player commits this foul, they will have to wear their own brown bag that they already have ready at their home, and their team loses a point. If anyone on the chat commits this foul, they will be removed from the chat for the rest of the match. The second foul enforced tonight is the groaner foul. A groaner foul occurs when anyone says something so punny, so inane, so dad jokey, it causes you to actually type groan into the chat. Announcer Mary.
Yes, Ref Phineas.
Do you have an example of a groaner foul for us?
Well, I do. What has 1 foot, 1 head, and 4 legs?
I don't know. What does have 1 foot, 1 head, and 4 legs?
A bed.
Oh, yeah. Now I can already hear the groans across the greater Cincinnati area. This is truly that was a groaner for the ages. Now, should something like that occur during tonight's match, the offending player's team loses 1 point. And the third foul, newly added for the information, is the TKO, or the technical knockout foul. If a player forgets to unmute or turn their screen on when they are supposed to, they will be pulled from the rest of the game. And a second infraction from the same player will result in their ejection from the match, and they will be replaced by a player from the bench. Now, back to announcer Mary to introduce tonight's players.
First up is the Northern Kentucky Grass in Blue. You may recognize him from the December 2003 issue of Nickelodeon magazine. It's Johnny on the Spot Griffin. She's 1 year older than 31, but 2 years younger than 34. Well, it's Tatiana Neal before your Godfrey. And the captain for the blue team. He's the very best, like no one ever was. It's Chance Revolution Kilgore. Now, ladies and gentlemen, show some love for the Cincinnati Big Machine in Red. She's still not sure if she's logged into the right Zoom meeting. It's Cassie. Don't give me no lip. Some people call him a space cowboy. It's Anthony. I Shrunk the Kids, Dalpiez. And the captain for the red team. He survived the one-chip challenge. It's Andrew Ian Levy Adams. Now, please welcome back to the screen, Ref Phineas. Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo!
All right, great. Now we've said a lot, so let's virtually cheer and kick our feet in our respective homes every time I say, "Captains to the screen!" All right, excellent.
Yes.
Now, captains, please shake hands. A majestic tradition, never gets old. Now, before we begin tonight's match, we have to determine who gets the choice of what game we start with. And normally we would do that with a coin toss. However, I've been, really struggling with pulling things together and making ends meet, and I don't have a coin. So instead, we're going to do another exercise based in persuasion. So, captains, you have 5 seconds to tell me what my favorite Ninja Turtle should be and why.
Okay, I think I got this.
Okay.
So Michelangelo is definitely the best Ninja Turtle because think about it. He might not be the best fighter or the one that does machines, but it wouldn't be the Ninja Turtles without Michelangelo. They wouldn't love pizza. They just wouldn't love anything as much as if they had Michelangelo on the team.
Compelling, impassioned. And Andrew Ian Adams.
Yeah, that was compelling. It should definitely be Donatello. I mean, if anybody has played any of the arcade games, they know that Donatello's bow staff has the distance and reach. So you never get punched as often by the Foot Clan because Donatello pokes him in the face from 6 feet.
Well, I have to tell you, I heard pizza in the first answer. So that means, Captain Chance, you're our winner. And you get to use the game for the first round.
I love that neither of us picked the color jersey that we were wearing for our Ninja Turtle.
I was very puzzled by that myself.
So yeah, I think we're gonna go for try that on for size. That's what I want to do.
All right, great. Go ahead and get your team ready, and we're going to need one player from each team to the screen. Now, folks, for the game of Try That On for Size, we are going to need several activities. So, loyal fans, if you would start typing into the chat some activities like something new you've learned to do in the past month, or something you've gotten better at, or something you're glad you don't have to do until summer. While you're doing that, Johnny and Cassie will show you how the game is played. Johnny, go ahead and start us off. Begin.
I'm picking apples from an apple tree. Try that on for size.
I'm taking a shower. Try that on for size.
I'm trying to see the sound check on this microphone I'm attaching to my shirt. Try that on for size.
All right. Thank you, players, for that wonderful example. So, as you just saw, one player mimes an activity and the other does the same activity but calls it something different. And play continues until one of those players is eliminated. Now, they can be eliminated by repeating an activity, saying something that doesn't fit the motion they're making, doesn't make sense, or if they hesitate. Now, that player will be replaced by another player from their team. And the last team with a player on screen gets 5 points for this round. And helping us keep track of the suggestions tonight, I am overjoyed to have the help of the one and only Dottie Jansen. Field Ref Dottie, would you please give me a suggestion from the chat?
I will. The suggestion we're going to start with is alligator wrestling from Mary Rose.
All right. Thank you, Mary. Okay. Your suggestion is alligator wrestling. Johnny, we'll start with you. Begin.
I'm alligator wrestling. Try that on for size.
I'm ballroom dancing. Try that on for size.
I haven't seen you in so long and you just returned from the airport. Try that on for size.
I'm escaping my straitjacket. Try that on for size.
I can't quite touch my fingertips to my other fingers, but darn it, I'm still gonna try. Try that on for size.
Dottie, I'm not sure what was going on there, but it sounds like there are too many fingers. You're out of there. We get another player from the blue team to the screen. All right, it looks like we have Chance stepping in for the blue team. Now, Field Ref Dottie, what's our next suggestion?
Our next suggestion from Tony is doing graffiti.
Doing graffiti. That sounds like something Cassie would do. Cassie, get us started with doing graffiti.
I'm doing graffiti. Try that on for size.
I'm teaching these kids who don't respect me. Try that on for size.
I'm showing off my new bracelet. Try that on for size.
I'm playing one maraca. Try that on for size.
I'm waving to my people while I run for office. Try that on for size.
This wall is so dirty. Try that on for size.
I'm washing it for you. Try that on for size.
Oh, Cassie, it looks like Chance already had that covered. You're out of there. let's get another player from the red team.
Very nice of her, though.
All right. Now, Field Ref Dottie, can we get our next suggestion, please?
Your suggestion from Lisa K is speed reading.
Speed reading. Okay. With the suggestion of speed reading, Chance, get us going.
I'm speed reading. Try that on for size.
I'm wrapping a present. Try that on for size.
I'm counting change quickly. Try that on for size.
I'm flipping through the phone book to find my next girlfriend. Try that on for size.
I'm gathering all the ants for a royal meeting. Try that on for size.
I'm petting the feathers of my parrot. Try that on for size.
I'm Spider-Man and my palms are hairy, so I'm plucking all the hairs. Try that on for size.
Oh, Chance, everyone knows Spider-Man keeps his quirks and his identity at large a secret.
That's
You're
true.
out of there. Get our next player from the blue team. Blue team. You have another player for us?
Do we win?
Oh, they respawned in the form of Tatiana Godfrey. Excellent. Now, Field Ref Dottie, can we get our next suggestion from the chat?
Yes, it is building a bookcase.
All right. With the suggestion of building a bookcase, Anthony, get us started.
I'm building a bookcase. Try that on for size.
I have the new dance craze. Try that on for size.
I'm meeting my neighbor and knocking on their apartment door. Try that on for size.
I'm tapping to see where the studs are. Studs are. Try that on for size.
I'm using Morse code to talk with my mouse. Try that on for size.
Oh, Anthony, you wouldn't need to talk if you were using Morse code. That's redundant, and you are out of there. Can we get the final player from the red team? Oh.
Ooh.
Or what should be the final head-to-head in this game of Try That On for Size? Can we get a suggestion from the chat?
Yes, from Molly M, we have baking sourdough.
Baking sourdough. All right, Tatiana, with baking sourdough, get us going.
I'm baking sourdough. Try that on for size.
Look at that globe spin. Oh, it stopped. Try that on for size.
Charlie Brown Christmas tree. Try that on for size.
These Barbies aren't going to decapitate themselves. Try that on for size.
Relax and let me adjust your neck. Try that on for size.
Liza Feather stiff as a board. Liza Feather stiff as a board. Try that on for size.
Ta-da! Try that on for size.
Oh, Tati. None of us were able to see the wonderful magic you concocted because we don't believe in magic. I'm sorry. That means 5 points go to the red team. Andrew, you outlasted the blue team.
Yay!
Announcer Mary, what does that bring our score to?
Well, after that first round, the score is 5 points for the red team and 0 for the blue team. Back to you, Ref Phineas.
All right. Now, Captain Chance, can we have you to the screen, please?
Here I am. Rock you like a hurricane.
I'm intrigued, but we have work to do. Now, Captain Chance, to get back into this thing, what game would you like your team to play this round?
To get back into this thing, I would like me and my team to play the game of changing genres.
All right, great. Go ahead and get your team ready.
Boom.
Now, for the game of changing genres, the first thing we are going to need is a suggestion. So start typing into the chat an activity you are planning on doing the next time you're out of town. The way this game works is that the players will start a scene based on your suggestion, and throughout the scene, I will freeze it and pick a style from the chat. The scene will continue in that style until I freeze them again. Now, as you may have guessed, we are also going to need some styles. So types of movies, TV shows, literature, theater, music. Start throwing all those genres out there. Now, Field Ref Dottie, I'm sure the suggestions are pouring in. Give us one of those out-of-town plans, a suggestion to get us started.
The out-of-town plan from Tony is hoisting a mainsail.
Hoisting a mainsail. All right. That's the suggestion to get us started. Now, Northern Kentucky Grass, in your game of changing genres, are you ready? Begin.
It's a fine day, Captain.
Yes, it is. A great day for sailing, I don't mind my saying. Say, did you pack the bread?
Well, of course I did. I've got it right here. It's a French loaf. I baked it this morning. I was up at 4. I thought that you might like it as we set sail. Here, take it.
Freeze. Continue the scene in the style of Dr. Seuss.
A bread? Oh my! A bread! Hooray! A bread for me and every day. Would you like some, my woozle friend?
Of course I will, until the end.
Hello to you, and also you. My name is Timothy. I am a turtle, dressed in black, and hey, what's up? My bread is back!
Continue the scene in the style of a Jane Austen novel.
A little turtle has come upon our ship.
That's right, my dear. I've come over here because I spotted you from across the ocean, and you were quite lovely.
I fear that turtles are mean and shall be mean to me, but I am intrigued and want to feed it bread. Head, my Irish dulcet tones have vanished.
Madam, I am Lord Timothy Tootathu, and where is your sense of propriety?
Continue the scene in the style of spoken word poetry.
Timothy Tootaloo, please have my bread, as it shines on the sea like no one has ever seen before.
Ah,
May it
bread.
please you.
Bread like yeast pouring from the sky. Bread that saves your life. Bread comes from the oven. Bread, that's what I'm loving. Yeah, but don't be shoving that bread in my face. We gotta save the human race with this bread. I'm a turtle, and that's where I come from. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna eat this bread like jum from.
This turtle has a point. The point is me. I'm pointing to you. It is a turtle from the sea. We see together. I see you. Do you see me? I want to see turtle. See turtle. See turtle. See turtle.
And continue the scene in the style of nihilism.
I ate your bread, but what does it matter?
I think I'm going to jump off the boat.
I mean, okay, whatever. Bye.
And that's time. All right, folks. Now we're going to need you to remember that scene because we are now going to bring on the red team and it will be their turn to play their team choice game. So can I get the captain of the red team to the screen? Hey, it's Andrew Ian Adams.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi, even. Now, what game would you like your team to play for the team round?
Well, I think that we would like to play good, bad, worse advice.
Fine choice. Great. Go get your team ready. Now, for this game, we're going to need some problems for our panel to solve. So type into the chat an area where you need some advice or maybe something that you need to know how to do, like writing the perfect thank you note or, where to find your lost necklace. While you're doing that, I am thrilled to inform you we have with us tonight some very special guests. They are a panel of 3 experts who are eager to help you with all of your needs and solve all of your problems. So let's welcome them to the screen now. All right. So let's get our panel to introduce themselves. Let's start with Tomato Girl.
Yes, thank you, kind referee, for your introduction. But I'd like to clarify that it's actually pronounced Tomato Girl.
All right, I will bear that in mind. Tomato, tomato. And next, let's start with your great uncle Mort.
Hey, yeah, that's right. Oh, look at that. Someone's stealing my thunder, the bad guy. I'm your great uncle Mort. Your Aunt Cheryl, she was missing out when she divorced me.
Yeah, I heard a lot about that one. Good to have you with us, Uncle Mort. And it looks like Evil Ref Phineas is here with us. Go ahead and introduce yourself. A man of few words, but man, what does he need to say with a face?
Ref Phineas is muted. There we go.
That's right. That's how evil I am. I said something amazing, but you'll never know because I'm from a parallel universe.
Wow, it's so good. So good to have you with us. All right. Now, Field Ref Mary. I'm a little thrown off by seeing myself. I think
you would be good universe version of me.
Yeah. Field Ref Dottie, what is a first problem that we need our experts to solve?
Well, good Ref Phineas, our experts need to tell us how to knit a scarf. Mary Rose wants to know.
Okay. How to knit a scarf. Tomato Girl, what advice can you give our loyal fan?
Well, first, you need to make sure that you've had plenty of beta carotene so that your eyes can properly pick out the best yarn and knitting needles. Then follow the pattern. It's simple, actually.
All right. And Evil Ref Phineas, what advice do you have on the topic?
What's the topic? I'm so evil I wasn't listening.
That actually does sound like something I would do. It's how to knit a scarf.
Oh, steal it from a kid walking next to you. Ooh, evil.
All right. And great Uncle Mort, what can you tell us about knitting a scarf?
I once knew a woman who knew how to knit scarves. Her name was Cheryl. And she divorced me. It was the worst decision of her life. I'm doing better. You know, there are a lot of things. Some people say to invest in thread. I say no. Thread's too safe. You want to go for high yield, high risk stocks. Haven't seen the return yet, but one day I will.
All right. Well, that's plenty to mull over. Now, Field Ref Dottie, what's our next problem for our panel to solve?
Our next problem is, how do I best manage my time among the many projects I'm undertaking?
All right. Best manage your time. Let's hear from Uncle Mort first on this one.
Time is a construct, doesn't really exist. Especially to my wife, Cheryl. Apparently 10 years of marriage means nothing. So do whatever you want.
Thank you, Uncle Mort. And Tomato Girl.
Well, I start off every day with a large glass of V8 juice. I recommend getting all your vegetable servings in a glass of V8, and then simply open your calendar and keep track of all your important dates and tasks and check them off when they're complete.
All right. Seems like a major life hack, saving all that vegetable chewing time. And Evil Ref Phineas, what advice do you have to offer?
Yeah, it took you long enough, didn't it? All right. Well, you know, I would stop doing everything. Or you know what? You know what I did today that was horrible? I had to make up a dog rap. Oh, do you want to hear it?
No, I don't think we do. But I appreciate you offering.
Thought I'd try.
Field Ref Dottie, what's our next suggestion from the chat?
Lisa wants to know how to get Girl Scout cookies.
All right. Evil Ref Phineas, you're up. How do you get Girl Scout cookies?
Well, when you shove the kid and take their scarf, you grab their cookies as well. Whole table.
All right. Tomato Girl.
I would reward the Girl Scouts for all their hard work by gifting them a basket of fresh tomatoes in exchange for their delicious cookies.
I'm sure they'd be thrilled with that exchange. And Uncle Mort, what advice do you have to share with us?
The Girl Scouts don't come around my parts no more. Cheryl, she had a granddaughter that was in the Girl Scouts, but that was my last ticket for the cookies. I love those macaroons. These days, I go into Kroger, and I kind of I play the slots with those, brandless, kind of off-brand vanilla Oreos. They're either really good or just the worst thing you've ever put in your mouth. I'd say go for those.
All right, this is a very, very high stakes proposition. And Field Ref Dottie, do we have another problem for our panel to solve from the chat?
We do. Somebody really wants to know what their next Netflix binge should be.
Ooh, I bet Tomato Girl can help us with this one. What advice do you have for us, Tomato Girl?
Yes, I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it, but Bridgerton seems to be a very popular series.
All right, thank you. And Uncle Mort, what advice do you have for our next Netflix binge?
I don't know nothing about Netflix, but I will say that, sitcoms really peaked in the 80s. You're talking your Golden Girls. We're talking your Perfect Strangers. I mean, in the 90s, it was all about these families. Like, what's this Step by Step? It's just an off-brand Full House? What? No one wants that. So just watch your VHS rerun tapes.
All right. And Evil Ref Phineas, what about you? What's next up on your Netflix binge list?
Well, there's a great documentary. It's called Evil Ref Phineas, Shover and Stealer from Children. Oh, man, really hits close to home.
I'll be sure to check that out. And Field Ref Dottie, we have one more problem for our advice panel to solve.
Yes. Our Tony wants to know, should I change a ceiling fan myself or hire an electrician? And
okay. Uncle Mort, do you change the ceiling fan yourself or hire an electrician?
Your house is an extension of who you are. Don't change anything about yourself or your house. Accept yourself like you are.
All right. Tomato Girl.
Let me tell you a story about my great uncle, also a tomato, who decided to change it himself. He fell. Now he's a pile of ketchup. In hindsight, it was not. Therefore, hire some help.
Man, that went wrong in 57 different ways. And Evil Ref Phineas, change the ceiling fan yourself or hire an electrician?
Oh, I would definitely hire an electrician. That's the sensible thing to do. And make sure to lay down a kiddie pool full of water right underneath where they're going to be changing that.
And that's evil time. All right. Now, fans, it is your job to decide who you liked better in that round via the chat. Was it Northern Kentucky and their game of changing genres, or Cincinnati and their game of good, bad, worst advice? Type red or blue in the chat while we check in to see what's going on with the rest of the league.
Todd, Michigan here in the Comedy Sports Center studios, taking a look at what else is happening around the league. Let's go to Portland, Oregon to take a look at announcer Amy Pepper Milstein. Ref Bethany Garner was in for a surprise when she called for Pepper to announce the score in the second half and caught her sleeping, or at least not far from it.
Hey, announcer Amy, how are things going over there?
Things are great.
And don't forget, this Sunday night we continue our multi-part documentary series, The Last Dunce, a behind-the-scenes look at the final year of the Chicago Bosses dynasty before star player Matt Elwell retired to pursue an ill-fated career in clowning. Back to you.
All right. Great update there, and that should do it for voting. So, announcer Mary, who won that round, and what does that bring our score to?
Well, there weren't too many votes, but there were enough to say that it's now a tie game. 5 points for the blue team and 5 points for the red team. Back to you, Ref Phineas.
All right. Thank you, Announcer Mary. Man, we are deadlocked at 5. How exciting. So, well, that was strange. All right. Now it is time for the Refs Challenge round, and I want to challenge all these folks to a game of Google Translate. Now, for the game of Google Translate, we are going to send one player from each team out of the room. So, Tatiana and Andrew, Kirk in the control room will be sending you away. Be brave.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Okay. Now that they are finally gone, let's get a suggestion for the scene. Type into the chat a name of a candle fragrance like Sugar Cookie or Ocean Fantasy. And while you're doing that, I'll let you know that we are about to see one player from each team that will be doing a 1-minute setup scene together based on your suggestion, followed by 2 replays of that scene, which I will explain as we go. So let's get Johnny and Cassie to the screen. All right, look at you two, never better. Now, Field Ref Dottie, what is the suggestion for this first scene?
I think we have to go with, from Tony, Marmalade Blast.
All right, players, in your 1-minute setup scene, are you ready? Begin.
Whoa!
You ready to super soak 'em, bro?
I suppose so.
Whoa, well then quit fooling around. Get your super soaker ready.
I got it, but whose idea was it to do this on an ice rink?
I think it was yours, dude.
Oh, okay. If you say so, but if it was what you got from me talking in my sleep again.
I need help up. Help me, dude.
Bethany, I'm coming. I'm coming. Bethany, come on, reach for me, reach.
I am reaching. You're not trying hard enough, dude.
You did it all on your own.
Yeah. What of
See?
it?
Skating's not that hard after all. I told you.
We cool, bro?
Almost.
And that's time. All right. Excellent, excellent. So now we are going to get Tatiana and Andrew back in the room while I call Chance and Anthony on screen. All right, we've got Tati and Andrew back. Now, Chance and Anthony will be replaying that same scene, but they will be replaying it in all gibberish. So, gibberish scene, are you ready? Begin.
Subo, kuna manana, utupataya la. Chibabada, wubadabadubada! Fubo.
And that's time. All right. That was a scintillating gibberish scene. So now let's call Tatiana and Andrew on screen to see that replayed in English based only on what they saw in the gibberish scene. Translated back into English, are you ready? Begin.
Oh, I see you, rascally rabbit dude.
You ain't gonna get me this time. I'll outsmart you.
Oh, I'd like to see you try it, Wabbit dude.
I'm so good at this that I'm going to frustrate you just with the power of my thoughts.
Oh, I don't like this dude, Wabbit. Oh!
Those were the power of my thoughts, and they're very strong. I'm not just quick on my feet, I'm quick on my head, too.
As long as you leave me down here and don't pull me up by my hand, Wabbit
That's
dude.
precisely what I'm going to do. Ooh.
Oh! Oh, that's actually kind of better. Thanks.
Yeah, but that's not all that I can do to you. Watch what else I can do.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Oh, pop. Bangarang. Got him.
And that's time. Wow.
Almost identical.
Just mirror image of the original scene. Fantastic. Now, ladies and gentlemen at home, this is your chance to vote for the red or the blue team. Who do you think did a better job in that last game? Please put your votes of red or blue into the chat. All right. I'm going to look off into the distance while you vote. Oh, there we go. Man, you guys will never guess what I saw looking off into the distance. Anyway, so announcer Mary, have you tallied all those votes?
I have Ref Phineas, and I loved it. There were so many, but I have to say one team went ahead, and that would be the blue team. They now have 10 points, and the Cincinnati Big Machine has 5. Back to you, Ref Phineas.
All right, thanks, Mary. Ooh, this is still anyone's game, a real barn burner. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to our last round for the night. So let's get all the players on the screen for the game of SmackDown. Now, for suggestions for this game, we will need a whole bunch of nouns. We will need occupations, animals, celebrities, things in your fridge right now that have gone bad. Any noun, really. So start typing those in the chat. Now, once we have some of those, we are going to let the players tell us who would win a fight between 2 of those nouns. Now, for every good answer we get, that team gets a point. Now, Field Ref Dottie, can you please give us a suggestion from the chat?
We have lawyer and mermaid.
All right, starting off with lawyer and mermaid. Players, with your game of SmackDown, are you ready? Begin. Chance Tiberius Kilgore.
I saw a fight between a lawyer and a mermaid.
Oh, yeah? Who won?
The lawyer. I object! The mermaid did!
Point. I see Andrew Ian Adams.
I saw a fight between a lawyer and a mermaid.
Oh, yeah? Who won?
The lawyer. It was such a fast fight, he made it really brief.
Tatiana Godfrey.
I saw a fight between a lawyer and a mermaid.
Oh, yeah? Who won?
I actually don't know. It happened under the sea.
Cassie Lip.
I saw a fight between a lawyer and a mermaid.
Who won?
I can't go that high.
Point. Point for effort. Johnny Griffin.
I saw a fight between a lawyer and a mermaid.
Oh, yeah? Who won?
the lawyer. She had a couple legs up.
Point. All right. Field Rep Dottie, can we get another suggestion from the chat?
How about heavy cream versus a cheese coney?
All right. Heavy cream versus a cheese coney. All right. Andrew Ian Adams.
I saw a fight between heavy cream and a cheese coney.
Yeah, who won?
The cheese coney. He knocked him clear across the skyline.
Chance.
I saw a fight between heavy cream and a cheese coney.
Who won?
The heavy cream. What? Are you thick?
Cassie.
I saw a fight between heavy cream and a cheese coney.
Who won?
The cream, because the fight took place in Pittsburgh and nobody cared about cheese conies.
Point. Tatiana.
I saw a fight between heavy cream and a cheese coney.
Yeah, who won?
The cheese coney. I gave him a gold star.
Blah, blah, blah. Anthony Dalpiaz.
I saw a fight between heavy cream and a cheese coney.
Yeah, who won?
The heavy cream. The cheese coney was a lightweight.
Point. Chance.
I saw a fight between heavy cream and a cheese coney.
Oh, yeah, who won?
I'll have you guess. It can only go one of three ways.
Oh, point. All right. Field Rep Dottie, can we get our next suggestion?
Our next suggestion is Christmas socks versus a jumper cable.
Okay, Andrew, I saw you had your hand out. So if you get a good answer for this one, you'll get 3 points.
Okay.
Andrew?
I saw a fight between Christmas socks and another thing.
Oh, yeah, who won?
The Christmas socks. They pulled him in a woolly chokehold.
I'll give you 1.5 points because you couldn't remember half of the prompt. All right. Chance.
I saw a fight between Christmas socks and jumper cables.
Oh, yeah, who won?
Between the battery and the static electricity, sparks flew.
Point. Cassie.
I saw a fight between Christmas socks and a jumper cable.
Who won?
The Christmas socks. He really had them toe up.
Points. Andrew.
I saw a fight between Christmas socks and a jumper cable.
Who won?
The jumper cable. I wasn't too positive about it, but in the end, he sort of definitely, Christmas socks were in the negative.
Point. Tatiana.
I saw a fight between Christmas socks and a jumper cable.
Who won?
Oh, I just put him in my trunk to let him sort it out.
Anthony.
I saw a fight between Christmas socks and a jumper table.
Oh, yeah, who won?
Christmas socks, but just by a thread.
Point, and that's time. All right. Now, while Announcer Mary is tallying up that final score, we want to thank you all for joining us tonight at our online match. We've had a great time, and we hope you have too. You can follow Comedy Sports Cincinnati and our producers, OTR Improv, on Facebook and Instagram to be making sure, you know what I meant, to make sure that you know all about our upcoming projects, including about when we will be resuming live shows and matches. We are so excited to have all of you at this match, and special thanks to those who helped us out by buying a ticket when they registered. If you would like to help us cover ongoing expenses by leaving a tip for Comedy Sports and our producers, OTR Improv, you can do that via PayPal, online or on the app. Our handle is hello@otrimprov.com, or you can click on the link in the chat. Now, Announcer Mary, have you tallied up that final score?
I have, Raffinius. So going into the final round, the score was 5 for the red team and 10 for the blue team. And after tallying that last round with a final score of 15-18, our winners tonight are the blue team. Let's hear it for tonight's winners and all the players at Comedy Sports. We have to say goodnight, though, to, from the red team, Cassie Lip Anthony Del Piaz, Captain Andrew Ian Adams. And we say congratulations to the blue team, Johnny Griffin, Tatiana Godfrey, and Captain Chance Kilgore. Your referee has been Phineas Clark. Dottie Jansen was your field ref. Kirk Kievert has been in the control room. And special thanks to Jason Lazinski for his support. I'm your announcer, Mary Pitts, and you probably, there we go, hi. And a couple of notes before we sign off. Remember, Comedy Sports Cincinnati will be producing live online matches on Monday nights for the foreseeable future. And in addition, Pun King Kevin Bauer posts daily pun challenges on our Facebook page. Just search for Comedy Sports Cincinnati. That's Comedy Sports with a Z. Cincinnati on Facebook to join us. And we'd love to put together a special online offering for your family or virtual group. Let us know how we can help. Thank you and good night.